So I think we have a father's love that we hang on real quick. There we go. All right. Yeah, it seems like we have a father's love that we have to try to make sure we get through doing his work for him. I believe what we're gonna do now is all reported. So now we're gonna go do that quest for the mayor. Can I just share something? Let me just share this. So I totally didn't mean to like drop the last two videos all at once, but like I started uploading it and I went to work, and then I looked back and I realized that, oh fuck, the second video wasn't on schedule, just went public. So I was like, well, I can't do. I have 4 public and 3 private. So I was like, well, where'd it go? I mean, not like anybody had watched it, but you know, it's just one of those things. It just becomes a pain. So I believe that we're doing Mayor Kraus. So we're just gonna head to the Malga mine. We've been here in this area before recently. God, I love this speed thing. Yeah, we've been here recently, the Malga mine area, when we're going to do the Fungus Among Us quest, as I like to call it. That I like ran all the way back for. Like I was digging around these things and I kept trying to kill those guys. I was looking for the red selfus, so, you know, the crystal thing, so you can open up orbment slots. And so I kept killing them, so I mean I was fine with it. But it was just like, come on. I ran all the way like this far and I was like kind of close. Like on the PS Vita versions, also starting to bring something like, you totally could not read that sign. Like I don't even remember being able to see anything like that. So this like version is such a pleasure to play. I mean, like just because there's so much, like the Vita version, as I say, it's just like a port of the. It's just a port of the PSP version. Like, cause you know on the Vita you can play PSP games as well through the PlayStation Store. But I think this music's still loud. Hang on 1 second again. There we go. Yeah, but like through the PlayStation Store, you can play, you know, PSP games. So the PSP version you can play on the Vita, and it's just like, it's good. It's still, I mean, it's still Trail, so it's of course great, but you know, some of the easy living stuff that's in here is like not present. Let's see, Malga Mine's that way. Oh, come on, Joshua. Oh, everybody gets stripped up. And guess what? So do I, motherfucker. And I'm sure everybody says this all the time, but like the battle system in this game is just, I really like games that encourage you to use your, you know, your skills and your arts like more frequently. You know, like instead of just like holding back because you know all your skills are based off like MP and things like that. You have a situation here where you're constantly building back CP back up through actions. So you do actions, you have a long journey, you want to, you know, keep acting, using it, training it, using it again, you know, and that feels good. Like I said, I really like, and you know, once again, I don't want to be the one that shits all over Square Games, Squaresoft, the Square Enix stuff, but a lot of those times they just have such dependency on, you know, MP and stuff like that you're just like basically attacking all the time. And it's boring. Now, what I do actually remember, I think I remember this part of the game. So I believe something happens of significance in this mine, which is why I made sure to, you know, be commenting on this video. Miner landed. This is the entrance to the Malga mine. If you're not here on business, then I'll have to ask you to leave. Believe it or not, we are here on business. Once Mayor Kraus has asked that we come here and pick up a certain septium, that's the word, septium crystal. That still shows land in the mayor's referral. Well, alright then, if you've got a referral from the mayor, then that's a different story. I don't mean to make your job any more difficult, but would you mind going inside and speaking with the boss directly? I'm supposed to stay and watch out here. Sure, that's fine, but why the boss? We're actually here to see the mine chief. That mine chief you're talking about is actually our boss, Mr. Gotzen. He manages the mine and all of its workers. He's the kind of guy who enjoys discovering up the septium lode more than eating 3 meals a day. I'm fairly sure he's working down in the lower tunnels today. Thanks for the tip. We'll go and see if we can locate him. No, I was wrong. This isn't where... Oh well. I thought this is where you met those, some other major characters. Don't know what that does, but let's just jump on. Check it out. It's a minecart. Do you think it's private or Minster? Looks that way to me. How about we get in Sierra, Texas? Fuck yeah, that's right. Like, who would not ride a minecart? Assuming you knew it was going to be safe, I should say. This is the elevator we're supposed to use to reach the lower tunnels, right? Why doesn't it work? Let me have a look. It needs your magic hands, Joshua. There's orbital energy running through it, but it appears to be mechanically locked. Maybe we should ask someone about it. I don't know about you, but I don't really see a lot of people to ask about things. Riddle me this, Batman. Turn. Hey, you look something I can ask. Great Idios, what are you kids doing down here? Are you friends with someone who works here in the mine? Not exactly. We've come to see the mine chief at the request of the mayor. Oh, so you're here about the crystal, are you? Well, if you're looking for the boss, you should be in the tunnels below. If you use the elevator into the tracks on the opposite side of the mine, you can get down there. We found the elevator, but we didn't know how to make it run. See, that little touch right there, right? The fact that her dialogue adjusted to the fact that we have already discovered the elevator, but we totally could have seen this guy first. Yeah, that's neat, because he would have probably said something differently if we, hadn't already talked to the elevator. He would have just haven't gone to the elevator yet. We would have just, gone there, gone here, and he would have been like, hey, what's up? This is where the elevator is where you want to go to. I'm like, cool, let's go. Check it out. And then when we came back, we probably would say something completely different than even this. So anyway, we found the elevator, but we didn't know how to make it run. Do you know how to operate it? Well, that's an easy problem to fix. All you need is a key to activate it. But since you don't have one of your own, I'll help you out by lending you mine. What a guy. Much appreciated. Once our business here is finished, we'll make sure to return it. So that's the kind of guy, that's my guy right there. Hey, you guys are bracers, you guys are good for it. I'm gonna lend you my mine key. It's such an interesting world though that the bracers have so much power. We're going there in one of those side quests we trained. We trained soldiers, and we're gonna whoop their ass. Let's all use the elevator key. Yeah, it looks like we can use the elevator now. How about we head down to the lower tunnels? Use it. I think that's where the bad guys are gonna be living, hanging out, breathing. Yeah, these bracers have so much power, and I wonder how that dynamic is gonna kind of extrapolate into the world at large, because there's so much world in this game, so it can't be nothing. Oh, here we go. Let's just go ahead and save right now, because I think we know that so we have a rest space. That must mean there's some enemies to rest from. Well, fellas, you said you're looking for the mine chief. He was here a moment ago. The reason why I've been able to work like we have is due to the grace of the goddess herself. We'd best remember to give thanks. Oh man, I ate a ton of food, but now I'm hungry again. Maybe I ought to try sneaking out to town for lunch again. You shouldn't just tell that to anybody. Minor bones. It looks like Trent was cutting work again. I can't believe he's still pulling the same stunts after that last earful he got from the boss. But where is the boss? Maybe I want an earful from the boss. This is backwards the way I've already come. No, just kidding. Here we go. Heaven and earth. What are two kids like you doing down here in the mine? You're the mine chief, right? Boy, am I glad to see you. We've been searching all over this dang place for you. We're with the Bracer Guild, and we've come today on behalf of Mayor Kraus. Hand over the mayor's referral. I see. So you kids are bracers, are you? That's quite a feat for being so young. Tee-hee! It's not that big of a deal. By the way, you're supposed to have some sort of crystal for us, right? Oh, right. Give me a second. This little baby is something you don't see every day. Which is why I've been keeping it as close to myself as possible. The mine chief pulls a large green crystal from his breast pocket. Bling, bling, he says. Wow. I've never seen a crystal this big before. That is impressive. There seems to be light swirling around inside too. It's one of several types of septium. Specifically, it's an Esmelis crystal, which is endowed with the power of wind. For a gem of this size, you're looking at a hefty price tag. I'm talking about a small fortune here. Make absolutely sure that this gets to the mayor. Roger that. Receive the septium crystal. It's so beautiful. It feels like I'm carrying a little fairy in my hand. Oh god, Estelle. This is super fun. Check this out, Joshua. Drop. Fail. What's the bad thing that's gonna happen? That's nice and all, but how about you stop horsing around? If you drop it, we could be in some real trouble. Fine, you big killjoy. Wow, that was me. I was the killjoy just now because I was like, hey, don't drop it. Me and Joshua agreed. Estelle put the crystal away in her pocket. Well, I guess that's that. We'll get out of your hair now, Mr. Cotton, but don't worry, we'll make sure this gets to the mayor. Count on you, kids. Oh. What's the matter? That's odd. The airflow down here suddenly shifted. The airflow? This scent, it's... Whoa. I'm a ghost. Joshua is unimpressed. Is it over? Was that an earthquake just now? No, it seems there has been a cave-in somewhere within the mine. I wonder if it's one of the miners hit a patch of loose ground. I'd better go check on the extent of the damage. Look at Estelle. What? Oops, didn't mean to be singing that out loud. Oh well, now you know how I enjoy this game. So let's start with a little stat boosting. Ouch. Alright, I'm gonna already craft again. I'm gonna morale, because I'm just this type of person. What are you trying to do there, my guy? Alright, so we have these skills here. I can probably use an item, actually. I'm like, that's excessively safe. I don't need to do that. Let's just go ahead and blast the soul blur. Good. Thank you for doing that, my dear friend. Actually, let's just go ahead and so what are your weaknesses, my dears? Pretty much equal on everything, only 200-ish hit points. I'm strength up, so let me just go ahead and attack regular. Rest in peace. Oh, come on, don't be. Let's do this right now. Tear up shop. I don't know if it's like the old school man in me, but I like seeing pixels when they're up close. Xenogears, I believe, used to, like in their combos, often would allow like the just get right up in their grill as far as the pixels go, and I always thought it looked great. There's something about that, which again bums me out about Octopath Traveler. I really wanted that game to be better than it is, but even now, as the more I'm seeing, like hearing reviews and stuff about it, and just hearing people saying kind of the same thing, I'm like, you know, the previews, hearing a lot of people saying the same things I'm saying. Why are there? Do you usually have problems with monsters like this? No, this is the first time we've ever had anything like this happen down here. Monsters have predisposition which attracts them to the glow of Septium, so we've had a lot of them wander to the mine in the past, but judging from the situation, and maybe that recent cave-in opened up a hole connected to a den of monsters. Did you say a den of monsters? It's not inconceivable, but this is no time to be standing around thinking about it. I've got to get the other workers out of here. If that's the case, then how about letting us help you out? You're kidding, right? Monster extermination is right up our alley, and besides, every minute counts. You're right, some extra help would be much appreciated. So how many miners are we looking at in all? There should only be 4 others working here in the lower tunnels. Got it. Now let's go find them. Sorry about all this. Alright, take these and use them if you need to. Thanks for the tear bomb. I don't have to like protect you the whole time, do I, my dude? I'd really rather not. But yeah, I mean, Octopath Traveler has some beautiful sprites in it. And they're all zoomed in, and I like it. I love the way it looks, but man. Minor bones, don't come any closer. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm all muscle, so I wouldn't make a tasty meal. Me too, I'm not delicious either. All this fly would be terrible for a monster's health. Crab attack. Well, I'm not going to do the same thing I did last time, that's for sure. Let's just dual strike. Miss. So really armoring up these guys, really armoring up. Oh, see, that's why I put that that flipping, you know, the hit orbment on old Joshua. Joshua just loves to miss, and I always have I remember that from the first time I was playing through this game, that like Joshua just tends to miss quite frequently, and I want to mitigate that as much as I can, because he's my, you know, I want him to be like my main, like my primary, at least for now, primary damage dealer. But he is just like really just loving, oh, let me miss every time I can get opportunity to miss. I'm definitely going to miss. But I guess in the end, it, you know, it's not gonna be huge anyway. As long as I stay, you know, grinding, making sure I stay relatively over leveled, maybe a little bit. Finally. And then I think we're gonna be alright. I've been waiting for it to learn Tornado. You're safe now, guys. Thank you for coming when you did. Oh man, for a minute there, or Hurricane, sorry, not Tornado. For a minute there, I thought I'd never be able to sit down for another meal again. This is no time to feel relieved. We need to evacuate this place. Any more lollygagging, you're going to be sitting in the belly of one of these monsters. Yes, boss. Wait for me, Miner Trent, Miner Bones. Let's play it safe. Okay, so we went that away. Oh, I didn't even see you. Oh, call for backup. That's great. Let's just drag this out longer than it needs to already. The backup better not. Oh my goodness. There we go.
That's that. Let's move out.
Man, that accelerated thing though, just speeding up the fight battles is so good. I don't even know what I'm resting from. Like, I didn't really do anything with my MP. Health is pretty high still. What I wanted to show here. Where do we show status now? Oh, you really can't look at your. Maybe if I. What I'm trying to do is like actually look at like a description of the crafts. I guess you have to actually do that in the actual game. Well, in the actual fight, I should say. So let's see. Oh, Adios, who art in heaven, extend us thy saving hand. Hey, idiot. If you've got time to pray to goddess, then how about helping me take care of these creatures? So I believe this is going to be the other two miners, right? There we go. Miss. Oh, my bad. I barely meant to look at the description of that hurricane move. Basically, I believe it's an AoE, which we obviously need. Is everyone alright? We are now, thanks to you kids. This must be the divine work of Adios. What a religious nut. If this was really the work of the goddess, then she wouldn't have allowed us to get into this mess in the first place. It's because of unbelievers like you that unfortunate accidents like this happen. How about you try and say that again, buddy? Is this really the time or place for that kind of nonsense? Now get out of here. Right away, boss. You be careful too, boss. So, he said 4, right? I'm gonna use a little something, why not? Yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be everyone? We had 2, Bones, Trent, those other 2. I think we're probably good. Oh, minor training. Things weren't supposed to go like this. I don't want to die. I haven't even had a girlfriend yet. Help. What? We still got another one down here? We gotta hurry up and rescue him. I guess that's where the thing went down. I'm sure that translation also didn't say hasn't had a girlfriend yet. Let's just get rid of these boys. You missed. You missed. You horrible, horrible person, Joshua. Yeah, keep walking. I can one-shot that. Oh, come on. Well, good opportunity. Hurricane, craft, area M, attack set. Spins and strikes enemies in the area. So I can actually choose the area. Oh wow, do this. So as you can see, it does limited damage, but I mean, in a case like that where you're gonna get the kill, but you don't want to lose a turn. I don't know why I'm explaining that. Like, if you're watching this video, though, of the 8 people basically that watch my videos, if you're watching this deep into this game, then you already know how AoE attacks can be useful. So I don't know. I'm like speaking to a dedicated set.
Piece of cake.
Boom. And you know what, Estelle? It was a piece of cake. Oh man, you kids saved my skin. Don't worry, you are safe now. You're safe. You are safe now. A handful of monsters are no match for the likes of a bracer. Did you say bracers? What are you doing in a place like this? Saving you. By the suit on my boots, you're the new recruit from yesterday. Why on earth are you digging down here in the lower tunnels? Oh, you're the worst. You did this, didn't you? I was hoping to get a glimpse of how all you veteran miners work down here. Yeah, that's it. When suddenly the wall collapsed and a flood of monsters came in from the other side. So we've got ourselves a veritable nest of monsters now, huh? Looks, you guessed right, kid. So it seems. The area up ahead is dangerous. It's swarming with monsters. Anyway, I'm out of here. Would you look at him? Look at him run. He must have been really scared. I bet. Well, before we get monster mashed, let's save. Don't get my monster mash. Hey, where are you going? That way leads to the monster den. Bedrock is still unstable, so how about we do ourselves a favor and keep away from there? It certainly doesn't look that safe either. Alright, let's turn back. Oh, I mean, what we're gonna do? We gotta crash the bust up the monster base. That's alright. Guess back in the elevator. Do we find everybody? Yeah, that should be everyone. Alright then, let's get out of here ourselves. Yeah, we're gonna have to run up on this dude. Are you alright, boss? I'm sure glad you're safe. You can thank these kids for that. By the way, is everyone accounted for? Yep, everyone's here. Well, except for the new guy who took off like a bat out of hell. The poor guy must have wet himself scared. I see. Well, I hope he doesn't give up on being a miner after this. Anyway, there's a high possibility that there's a monster still in the lower tunnels. Until we confirm that it's safe, I don't want anyone using the elevator, you hear me? Oh, we know it was you, new guy. That was a huge miscalculation on my part. I never expected monsters to surface or braces to show up. I guess just have to report the truth about everything that happened. I apologize for getting you involved in more than your fair share of work today. I'll get in touch with the guild a little later, on and make sure that you two are compensated fairly. Don't sweat it, we just did what anyone would have done in our position. Besides, it's all part of our training to become full-fledged bracers. By the way, what do you intend to do about the lower tunnels? I don't know, but we'll figure it out someday, way to deal with it. There's always the option of sealing up the monsters in with some explosives. As a heads up, I may ask the guild for help if we run into any other serious trouble. Sure, you can count on us, and we'll make sure this crystal gets to the mayor as intended. You did make sure that you didn't drop it, right, Estelle? How rude, I'm not that careless. Look, it's right. No, Estelle. No. You didn't. You lost it? Psych, I got it right here. Let's go make the delivery, shall we? You are unbelievable. Young lady, those are the kind of words that'll give an old man like me a heart attack. And an old man like me, the player. Let's save real quick. Because you know I kind of just want to... Nah, riding that minecart's no fun. I'll run. Let's just exit. Miner landed. Man, things have really made a turn for the worse. I'm glad your kids are around to help us. If it had been just this miners alone, we may not have fared so well. Thanks, Miner Landon. about time people started to appreciate our hard work out here. Surprise!
We're good to go.
Alright. So many savory pinions. And all I want to do is eat them. They sound delicious. Joshua, god damn it. Let's just do this.
Here I come.
Ooh, give them dirty, nasty close pixels. Boy, he really did not enjoy that particular attack. Let's see if you miss again, Severus. I hate that he can't. That he gets so close but still can't quite one-shot those guys. Let's heal you. Her defense is just too high to even get hurt by these guys.
Alright, we're good to go.
So much savory pinion. Oh, I can't believe I let it happen again. Actually, I totally can. I can totally see that I would let that happen again. For some reason, every time I run by, I'm thinking like it's Dark Souls or something. Like, oh, I can get by.
Alright, we're good to go.
I do find the dynamic between Estelle and Joshua to be pretty good, like pretty well written. Like I like their interaction. That familiarity that they've written into the game is pretty it's pretty well done. It's very natural, like the localization and everything. That's something I might like want to take a time to look into and see like all the work that was in, because this so far, like, this has been really good as far as like conveying kind of complex ideas that I'm sure that a localization team would have had a time with. But then again, you know, it took forever for them to get this game out here, if I remember correctly. So, you know, maybe that's not. Well, I mean, even time won't help. You know, somebody better understand these sort of things. But like that scene with I believe it was Stella and Tio, and I think it was the last video I did when we actually, it must have been 2 videos ago, whenever we were taking care of the farm monster situation. Tio, I think her name is the daughter of the farm owner, daughter, and she was talking to Stella about Joshua, you know, and how desirable of a guy he is and all that stuff. Like her, like the back and forth between them was really smooth. It was really nice, and it led to even nicer conversation between her and Joshua in the next scene. I just thought was really nicely written. All right, so you know what has to happen now. We gotta dump this off. Actually, we gotta go to the mayor's house. Give old mayor man his bling. Let's go to his study. Yeah? Not hanging out in there, huh? Here. Who's this fella? Fella-rat. Girl in uniform. I see. I would have never imagined that. The clock tower had such an anecdote to go with it. I'm totally blown away after hearing that. With war, it's easy to speak of tragedy. But I think what's important is the strength to overcome the pain and establish peace. Well, who do we have here? We've come to deliver the object you requested. Did we catch you in the middle of something? Oh, Estelle and Joshua, you're no trouble at all. In fact, you come at a good time. Let me introduce you to my guest. This is Josette. She's a student at Genus Royal Academy. The Genus Royal Academy. I've heard of it before. It's a boarding school for higher education in the Ruin region, right? Ron. Yes, that's right. Hi, Josette. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Josette Hair. I'm Estelle. It's nice to meet you, Josette. So you can call me Joshua. The two of them are actually bracers. I had asked them to do a personal job for me. Bracers? You mean the proud knights of freedom who love peace above all else and do not succumb to any power? This is such an inspiring moment. I never thought I'd run into any real bracers. The inspiring part sounds a little much. By the way, is it alright if I just call you Josette? Josette. Yes, please do. So why did you come to Berlin? Are you a friend of the mayor's? No, today is actually the first time we've ever met. I'm researching the important cultural asset of each region as a part of my independent studies. And although I thought he might be busy, I'd been lucky enough to get an audience with the mayor. You're really serious about your studies, aren't you? Maybe we're intruding a bit, huh? No, I've already asked the mayor enough questions. Instead, maybe it is I who am in the way. Don't be silly, it's not like that at all. Estelle, this is a great opportunity. So how about showing her what you brought with you? Sure, hold on a second. Pal. Oh my word, that's septium, right? What a wonderful glow it gives off. Yes, and its size is impressive too. This is indeed a gift worthy of expressing the appreciation of all of Verlint's citizens. A gift? Worthy of expressing our appreciation? I see, so this is a gift for the Queen's anniversary. You're sharp, Joshua. I intend to send an engraved ornament using this to the Queen, as a token of Verlint's citizens' appreciation to Her Majesty, who will be turning 60 years old. So it's a present for the Queen? How delightful. We as citizens of Liberal owe Her Majesty a great debt for all she has done for us. In fact, the reason why we can use an airliner with such ease is because of the support of the royal family. I've even heard that the Bracer Guild in Liberal has received support from the royal family. We do owe her a great debt of gratitude. Wow, that's pretty amazing. And can you believe it, Joshua? We carried a present for the Queen with these very hands. And what's more, you ran around with it in those hands like a wild maniac. You weren't supposed to tell anyone. I wouldn't have imagined anything less from you, Estelle. You guys. Here you go, Mayor Kraus. It has been faithfully delivered. Thank you very much. And as a matter of precaution, I love that they ghost them out of chairs because they don't want anybody got time for that animation. Okay, it'll be safe in there. Now all that's left is to have the Melder's Orbital Factory finish up the engraving on its ornament. I can't wait to see what it'll look like when it's done. Don't hog it all to yourself when you do. Let me see it too when it's finished, okay? It's too bad I won't be here to see it for myself. But today I was lucky enough to speak with the mayor and see something as beautiful as that. How shall I ever thank you? Don't mention it, this is all part of my job as mayor. Thank you for everything. But I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I think we should be going ourselves. Agreed. Have a nice day, Mayor Kraus. Yourselves as well. I'm having a great time today. So you're heading home tomorrow on the airline, are you? Yeah, that's right. School's about to begin. I see, so you use your school vacation time to come here. That's too bad. We could have made great friends. I hope we can meet again sometime. There's nothing I would like more. Please, have a wonderful day, Estelle, Joshua. What a nice girl. For looking like someone who's from a rich family, she wasn't snooty at all. Yeah. Joshua? Oh, could I be correct in assuming that she's your type? What? What are you talking about? You're blushing. I'm really surprised. I had no idea that you were into a rich girl type. We'll have to get some pickup lines ready for the next time you meet. Quit getting all excited about nothing. Especially when you have no idea what others are thinking. Huh? Just never mind. Anyway, let's report to the guild. The next job we're doing for Dad will be the last one. Alright, let's get pumped and knock this last one out. Yes, let's indeed get pumped and knock this last one out. Good work. It looks like you ran into a bit of trouble at the mine, though, huh? That's always my response. I guess you ran into a bit of trouble at the farm, huh? Huh, how'd you know? I got a call from the mine. They said they were incredibly grateful to the both of you. And how about you give me a report of what happened? Okay then, this is what happened. Bam. Bling. Current rank is Junior Bracer 8. Very nice. It looks like you did more than anyone was expecting from you. Dealing with unexpected accidents is also part of our mission as bracers. Hope to see more great things from you in the future. Just leave that to us. Well, you don't have to worry about Stella missing anything since her nose is always in everything. Yeah, what do you say? Hey, what are you saying? I'm super nosy like that? Because you are. Your skills lie in being direct, nosy, and naive, right? Isn't that being a bit harsh, Joshua? Are you sure about that? Alright, that's enough, you two. Okay, this is the last of the jobs you'll be doing for Cassius. You've heard of the Liberal News, right? You'll be cooperating with him to get some coverage for a news story. Is that the name of the news magazine we bought the other day? What are the chances of that happening? When you say cooperating with them to get some coverage, just exactly what does that entail? It seems that they're looking for a skilled guide because they want to get some shots of a dangerous place. You'll need to ask reporters directly for the details. The reporter and camera woman from the news service are staying at the Hotel Roulette. Here's a referral from the guild. Alright, how about we get over to the hotel and talk to these people? Good idea, let's go. Let's check it. Nope, it's Lost Kitten. We did see that, didn't we? I think we did Ida did mention that before. And a monster. A ferocious monster known as Rhino Cider has been spotted roving the Elize highway. Racers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. Well, you know what we gotta do. Nope, this isn't it. Wait, who's that over there? Girl glasses. Wow, how cute is this? Huh. I don't know. I don't know you, girl with the glasses. Let's see if we can get some new gear first of all. Hey there, the two of you look rather busy. Stop by and show your face to Stella every once in a while. No matter what she tells you, she's really a real worrywart. Oh, don't worry. I'm making it a point to always check in with my girl Stella. Hey, girl. Huh? Are my eyes deceiving? Oh, she's always gonna be so extra. What's wrong, Stella? I washed my face this morning like you always told me to. Estelle, your eyes have really begun to look like your mother's, haven't they? What? Really? Hearing that makes me feel happy. My goodness, this has brought back so many memories. Well, please make the most of each day and work hard together. I'm just like low-key trying to rub you, Stella. So, Stella has definitely known their family for a while. So that means that she was around before Joshua was around. Alright, you little kid. Okay, well, we talked to Stella. And we've been playing for a little while, but you know what I think we can definitely do before I shut it down for the night? I think we can take care of that monster on the highway. Yeah, I'm fine enough. I think I can handle it. I was just checking my HP and stats. I don't feel like going to the Relent hotel and triggering all that extra cutscene for when we meet the news people. You're not it. You, not you. Just look for a different looking monster, I guess. No. Oh. Yeah, you look like exactly what your name is. Is that the same type of enemy? No, it's definitely gotta be something different. Well, let's first check. Okay, yeah, we're gonna... Let's treat it like the real thing.
Come on.
Actually, that probably wasn't even necessary. I don't know if strength actually... Let's try a test to see if strength up actually impacts magic attacks. Bonk. Oh, fruit's on you for hitting me that hard, by the way. Okay, we're gonna taunt you.
Pay attention or I'll hit you.
Come on, give that status effect. Soul blur you again. And let's see, do I risk it for the biscuit? Well, let's see. How much hit points did I get? 200. Alright.
We're good
Yeah, I want to make
go.
sure she gets the experience points for this. Finish it off. No, just kidding.
All right. We rule.
You guys do rule. Alright, let's head on back. Yeah, I do like this duo, for sure. It's weird, it's like when I was playing through this game, for some reason, at the same time, I thought, oh, I also, like back when I was starting this game, I should like I said, I got about 15 hours of this probably before. But I remember playing this, and I was playing Grandia at the same time, the original Grandia, both on Vita. And those games are, both of these games are like very travel-y, like, that's kind of a dynamic I really like in games, you know, travel games where you're going from place to place, you're resting, and you're kind of having a journey. I like it a lot, and I like the balance in this game of, like this early part where you're just doing like basic things for people in your town. It's like, that's like the Mass Effect that everybody wants, right? Like, where you're going around just solving simple crimes for people, simple things, and getting to know your community. It's pretty cool. Monster slain. Current rank, 8th class. Kick it up. Good work. Seems like you complete your objective without any trouble. Finishing the jobs, please come back and report again. And well, I guess that's a wrap for tonight. Of course, I really appreciate your, watching this, and I'm really enjoying playing this game, so let's stick with it, keep it going, because we got a whole lot of trails to play. Like, a lot. I'm gonna have to, start taking notes. So, anyway, have a great afternoon, evening, whatever. Later.